Midas. For tires, brakes, oil repairs, request your appointment at Midas.com today. Speaking about a well-oiled machine. Huh? Chiefs offense?
Yeah.
It's the First Things First Bowl. Super Bowl rematch.
Oh,
this
look at that, bro. Look.
Two men's reputations are at stake. Only one can leave victorious. Is it Broussard? Is it Nick Wright? Pro Bowler and All-Pro Nick Mangold is here. Brew, we'll start with you. What's your take on this game? And I think it's confusing for me.
No, look, I think the Chiefs win, but I think they should be on upset alert. I think they should be on high alert.
High
Feels
alert.
because
like a hedge.
the Niners, we know their defense is terrific.
It's like a cowardly hedge.
No, I'm speaking from the heart. Their defense is terrific. They're coming off a bad loss, and you got two history-making quarterbacks going at it. Now, I know Nick is
Oh, my God.
Dusty. For those that don't know, Nick acts like this doesn't exist. This is true. Nick Mango, check this out.
What? Check out what?
There's
I hope
two
the graphics
quarterbacks.
package don't work.
I know.
See,
I'm
look,
waiting for my graphic.
There.
What's-
Oh, God, dog it.
Two quarterbacks, highest passer rating by QBs to win 35 of their first 50
Legends
starts.
in the
That's
making.
the history of the game, 100 plus years, and it's only Mahomes and Jimmy G.
Very good.
Two history-making quarterbacks. Jimmy G wins. So, Nick, your boys better not take him lightly.
Okay, nobody's going to take them
'Cause
lightly.
they could
Nobody's
end
going
up
to take them
losing
lightly.
to
They're
the
a great
Niners.
team. They're a great team. And listen, the Chiefs played a great defense earlier this year against Tampa, and they only scored 41. So there is some concern there. I mean, and listen, they don't have Tyreek Hill, which is why the offense is now only the highest scoring offense in football, but it's only that by 3 points. Like, it's close between them and Buffalo. However,
They win last. I mean,
It didn't
they
look
should've
like
scored
that
some
last.
more
It didn't
points
look like
last
that.
night.
That high
that's
scoring
fine.
last
Yeah,
week.
No, you're right. Last weekend, but are they playing the Bills again, or are they playing the Niners?
They're
Here's the thing.
better defense.
Great
Uh,
defense.
yeah.
So hold on, you guys told me all last week that the Bills are the best defense in football. Now the Niners
They
defense
are.
better. You guys got to pick. You got to pick.
No, we don't have to
Before
pick.
the
It's
Niners
the
game.
stats.
Are we doing yardage defense? Are we doing scoring defense? Doesn't matter. However, speaking of cowardly hedges,
Go.
I got to tell you, I've had this game circled on my calendar all year. This game worries me. All my alarm bells are going off.
Just pick them.
All my alarm bells
pick
are going
'em.
off. Can I just tell you why they're going off just quickly? This is the furthest road trip on the Chiefs calendar.
Oh my God.
It
That's a
matters.
thing?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing, buddy. Why don't
You're
you
in the-
East Coast teams going west, West Coast teams going east, or
not
dead
in the
Midwestern teams going to the corners of the country? That's first. Bit of a letdown spat after the Bills game potentially, and they have a bye the next week. Don't like that. The offensive line got exposed a bit, the right side of it, and the Niners getting healthier. Nicky Bosa might play. Don't like that. Niners are desperate. They just lost the game in embarrassing fashion. Don't like that. The line only being 2.5. It's like Vegas is daring you to bet the Chiefs. Don't like that. Don't like that. It's like, wait,
Are you
why aren't the
twisting
Chiefs?
this?
So just
No.
pick.
I'm
You
just
picking
telling
the
you.
Niners.
And I think Trent Williams is coming back. So all of those things concern me. Not enough to pick the Niners. However, I understand why Brew has the Chiefs on upset alert. The Niners, some people, some very smart people, some very smart, handsome people, Nick Mangold, are picking the Niners to go to the Super Bowl. So they're at home in a desperate spot. I would think that this would be a good game. And I want to know what the Niners' final injury report looks like. But I don't believe the Chiefs are going to lose back-to-back games. But I think this will be a good game. I'm not puffing my chest out, acting like the Chiefs are going to go run the table the rest of the way. This is
the
their
same
hardest game
posture-
left on their schedule.
This is the same
hardest.
posture you took last week.
Yeah, and
you
they-
tried to sound tough.
And they
they're going to
lost.
beat the Bills.
No.
But we could see
And
it in
that
the
was a
body
game.
language.
And that was
You
a
didn't
game that was a
believe.
one-score
You don't
game
believe now,
that
so they
came
might
down
lose.
to the final minute. This is the hardest game left on the Chiefs' schedule. Like, I'm not going to lie to America. At San Francisco, with the Chiefs' offensive line in flux right now, is the hardest game left on their schedule. A lot of alarm bells going off in my head. I believe the Chiefs win, but I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's 26-24 Kansas City. I think it's that type of game.
I'm with Brew on this one. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
I don't believe
Thank you, Nick.
The way you spelled out everything for San Fran,
Yep.
and yet you're lying to yourself, saying like,
Well,
I love it.
Excuse me, sir. He's gripping in objectivity.
Thank you, Wild.
That's too, you went too far.
If the Niners were fully healthy before the year, when I picked the Chiefs to go 13-4, this was one of the losses. So if the Niners were fully healthy going into this game, I think I'd like it.
If they
They're
get
not.
Bosa, Trent Williams back, the only difference might be Jimmy G and Trey Lance.
Well, that was
and
the other
Jimmy
thing is-
G's
I mean,
got
now
that
it's a what,
advantage.
Wild?
I'm just going to update. I'm going to update America on what's happened here.
Tell us.
Here's what's happening. We've got the First Things First Bowl, where Brew loves Jimmy G. And Nick loves Mahomes. But Brew doesn't have the heart to pick Jimmy G, and Nick doesn't have the heart to pick Mahomes.
I just picked him, 26-24.
Barely.
26-24.
Barely, and you were called a liar by our guest.
Obvious, yes, he doesn't believe
So I will turn to you, Nick Mangold. Can you give me a definitive take? We're not going to hold you to it. You don't have to bet any money on it. But the audience likes certainty, or it likes confidence. Take it from me, the Puxatawny Philip football. Nick, do you have a pick here?
The Chiefs are going in and they're going to win.
Thank you, buddy. That's how you do
They're going in,
TV.
And what they're going to do is they're coming off that loss to the Bills. It's a hard-fought game, and it was a great game. They had that loss. And now people are talking like, well, Bills are running away with the AFC. And so Chiefs are like, well, no, we're still good. Like, we just played a really good team. They're going to come out and blow the doors off 49ers.
Blow the doors off. Wow.
I think Mahomes should be his guy now. He
Yeah, your
said
Mahomes
it
your
with
guy.
a lot more chest than Nick.
That's right. Well,
Guys,
you lost Jimmy G.
Can I say
I'll
something
give up
before you
Jimmy
move
G.
on? Can I, as I have said before, I will say it again. I am not a clown here for your amusement. That is your role, my friend. We all know that. I am not simply going to dance on a string and say the Chiefs are going by 40 every week. When there is a game that I think is a matchup problem, and Nicky Bosa against Andrew Wiley right now concerns me. After I saw what Von Miller did to Andrew Wiley, I'm going to tell America that.
Let me show you how it's done, how you're supposed to support your guy.
No problem.
Surprise, surprise! The baby goat is back, baby! Report that Mac Jones is expected to start when he's healthy. Nick, the question's headed to you. Who should be the Patriots starter? The undefeated national champion at Alabama. The only rookie to lead his team to the playoffs and then go into the Pro Bowl where he hit a pretty good gritty. The man whose 8.1 average yards per pass puts him fourth in the entire NFL.
Wait, what?
Or Bailey Zappi.
So here's what I don't understand. Wilds, you're not related to Mac Jones.
No, I
He
wish.
didn't bring you any Super Bowls. You're a Pats fan.
Yeah.
Why do you not support the objectively and obviously better quarterback?
Not objectively and
Well,
obviously
thus, I don't know if we have the full screen built or not, but this year, Mac Jones, statistically, has been the worst starting quarterback in football. And this year, through 2 games, Bailey Zappi has been one of the best starting quarterbacks in football. And this is not a Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott situation where one guy was the long-term entrenched Pro Bowl starter and the other guy was a street free agent. This was a guy, Mac Jones, who's accomplished nothing with the Patriots, and Bailey Zappi, who's also accomplished nothing with the Patriots. You wanted the Cowboys to consider riding with the hot hand of Cooper Rush. Why would you not want them to stick with Bailey Zappi? They drafted him for a reason. They spent a 4th-round pick on him for a reason. Why would you not want to see how long they can stretch this out in a game they're touchdown plus favorites against the Bears?
Look, did I have love in my heart for Jimmy G when he wore a Patriots jersey? Of course. Of course I did. When Tom Brady was out. But you know what? When Tom Brady came
that was
back,
Tom Brady. This is Mac
This
Jones.
is a miniature Tom Brady. His name is the Baby Goat. You think I'm out here just making up nicknames for a guy?
Yeah.
His name is the Baby Goat. Mac Jones should start. The reason why he should start is Matt Patricia, who's kind of had a little bit of a, weathering period those first few games. Let me air this thing out. Let me try some things. No, didn't work out. Dial back the offense, make it a little bit easier. Bailey Zappi did pretty well. Matt Patricia now can take that same offense and give it to the Baby Goat. Our upcoming schedule, nice and easy. Bears at Jets, who I know I kind of rode for the Jets, but not really. Colts, who did beat the Chiefs, don't get me wrong. And then the Jets again. I'm sorry, Nick, but
Jets are 4-2. You're 3-3.
The Jets.
3-game win streak. I mean,
Yeah,
doing pretty well.
I like the Jets.
You're in
I think we've
position
got the
over
Jets
no.
number. I think we've got the Jets number. Can I show you this air yards per attempt too? Maybe Matt got a little bit over his skis, wanted to air it out a little bit too much. But that was the criticism you had of the poor guy. Like,
No, my criticism was
that's
right.
what you would say.
My criticism was if he airs it out, he will start throwing picks.
Yeah.
And he aired it out
Meet in the middle.
and started throwing
5
picks.
picks in
8
3 games.
Yeah.
That's what I want. 8.
Nick,
More
who
than
should they
6,
start?
less than 10. 8.
Who should they start?
Zappi has scored 29 points, 38 points in the past 2 starts. Mac Jones is nowhere near that.
True.
Stick with the hot hand.
Of course.
Respectfully?
3-1 Wilds. I'm with those guys.
Let me ask-
Well, oh
I'm
my
not
goodness.
saying-
Let me just
I'm not
cut the show.
saying Zappy has taken Mac's job permanently. But ride the hot hand until he begins to falter or the team starts losing.
Let me
why
ask
not?
it this
Mac
way.
Jones hasn't stamped himself as a franchise guy yet.
Yes, he has.
Hold on. Let me ask it this
He
way.
does call him the baby goat.
If it was, if this were week 18 and the Patriots were in a win and you're in scenario, win and you're in the playoffs, lose and you're home for the summer, who would you want them to start? Against the Bears, this exact game, Monday Night Football, win and you're in. Who would you want them to start?
Let me think. Gee, that's a good question. Mac Jones, obviously.
Okay.
Guys, what are we talking about?
All right, well, I have the Patriots in a survivor pool this weekend, and if they announce they're starting Mac Jones, I'm switching.
Oh, my goodness.
I think they're so much better with
Bad
that.
decision by you then. Hey, you know what? Not reading this tease. Come back. It's going to be a great segment. Not reading that. First things first.